recording so then I could able to have that attendance. So now my recording started. Very good morning, and 20 minutes late, right? And this is the opening DIALUX software. So I'm just going to go with it outdoor and indoor planning, right? So entire indoor and outdoor planning, I'm just starting, right? I'm just click down, and it's getting started. Right, so this is the front screen which is going to be appear in a very first, right? So just go with it construction, right? So we are just going to start with it civil construction. Just click civil construction and go with it plans, and we are just go with it site. Right, you could able to give your light system. So we could able to give you light, right? So based upon your building, my first project, you could able to create your own building name, right? So for example, my first home, first house, whatever be, right, based upon your thing, right? So just give it out and just draw a new building. So before into that, already civil construction industry build பண்ணி வச்சிருப்பாங்க. So we need that geometrical data. That's all. That's maximum alone. It's more than enough, right? So geometrical data we needed, right? So that is that. For example, I'm just going to copy my entire home maybe, but home trip na 40 minutes ago. But different room na create பண்ணதுக்குள்ள what I'm just going to plan it about. So I'm just going to create a 2-room, 1 hall. That's all, right? So we could able to create that much. First of all, click draw new building. Just your mouse will be looking like this. So there is a some arrow that is called graph symbol. It will be looking like this. Now click your left click on this entire white space, right? So now click and drag, right? So you could have that meter. You could see there is a width of this entire building. That is a, it's not a width actually, length, right? So 4.7 meter. So just you can just go with that real-time data. If you're just going to go some lighting management in industry அப்படின்னா, before lighting install பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி we need a exact the geometry data about that building. So if you have the data exactly, just go with it and graph. Now I'm just going to go with a 12 meter. I'm just going to go with a 12 meter. Then click. Now the length of the building will be 12, and we are just going to go with it width. So you could have that angle also. You could see. So your building will be somewhat a different dimension. So rectangle, square, polygonal. So based upon that, you could have that this campus 80 degree, that wall will be how the degree is going to be changing. Now I'm just going to go with it 90 degree. Right, 90 degree. You could have that exact data. So you could able to mimic that entire building. It's very easiest manner. That's why it's this software also good. I'm just go with a 10 meter width. Could have that data also. 10 meters coming, 9.5 and 10. So in resume la போட்டுக்கோங்க. So energetic people are work பண்ண 10 meter, and again my length again 12 meter 90 degree, and I'm just going to complete it 10 meter 90 degree. My entire ground floor is getting ready. That is called my basement. Now I'm just going to draw rooms, right? So I'm just going to draw a room. So for that purpose, we'll have that second option, draw new indoor counter. It is called contour range. It shows that you are building a room, right? Or maybe you could draw new room, right? I'm just going to draw new room. So we're just going to draw about 2 rooms, 1 hall, right? I'm just going to click it. So 12, that is now total width 12. Now I'm going to 4 cross 4. Now I'm just planning, right? 4 cross 4. I'm just planning. These are my first room, and I'm just go with it second room. So draw 1 more room. It is also 4 cross 4, 90 degree. 4 or 5. You could able to have 6, right? I'm just going to go with it 6. So random, but you could able to go with it your geometry location. And then 1 more hall. I'm just going to go with it hall. You could have that your own dimension. You could able to change your dimension also. This is my 2D diagram. Now we're just going to go with it rendering, 3D rendering. Once you just click, your 3D building is now ready. Once simply clicking by this 3D rendering box, you could able to create your 3D model. It will be very easiest job, right? And then you could able to change this dimension hereafter also. Just go with it. You could just click on this dimension, and you could able to double click it. You could able to change your dimension also here itself. No issues, right? You could able to change this dimension. It's very easy. Now I'm just changing the dimension. Just double click on your room, then you could able to change the dimension also. Whatever you needed, right? I could able to increase my dimension also. right? Otherwise, you could have that left side, you have that length and meter, you could able to enter a numerator here also, it will be getting changed, right? So both way it will be available. So you could able to change your entire building. Once civil construction is over, so then we can go with it ventilations, right? So that is called daylight sunlight, daylight sunlight. So we'll go with that ventilation, that is called a window as well as main door. And just go with the door and the window. Because of lighting system is always not focusing on my electric side also, it's going to with the, my sunlight also. And how we are just going to planning about my windows, how we are just going to have windows and where I'm just going to have my door sides. So for the purpose, now I'm just going to create my window sides, right, for a daylight sun accumulation, okay? Right? For why where I'm just going to have that windows. Go with it. So this is called aperture. So my எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு எல்லா டாக்குமெண்ட்டுமே லெஃப்ட் சைடில் இருக்கும். You'll go with that aperture. So in the aperture pathina active aperture, so it will asking for saving, right? So aperture, go with it and just click select. We'll have different types of windows, right? So these are the different types of windows you could able to find out. So these are the n number of what could I say, different varieties of channels will be available, and just go with that this type of window. So 3 type, 2 type, so 3 window, 2 window, rectangular, round window, square. So what is your ways, right? You could go with it, select. Once we just selected it, it will automatically, it will be coming from here, right? So just select and double click it, and then just click and drag it. So we are having 3 rooms, room 1, room 2, room 3. So I'm just having a small room, one more, this is a hall. Now I'm just going to insert these kind of windows into my wall. Just click and drag, click, hold and drag, and just bring it into your 3D model where we are just going to place it. So I'm just going to place this back end wall there. I'm just going to just drag it, so that's it's going to be connected over here. So you could see the window is now affixed with my back wall. If you want more window, just click and again drag and just drop. Now your window is now coming. It's very easy just drop. If you're just going to change this dimension of the window, right, you could have that data over here. Just height, width, frame width, still height, right? So you could able to have that positioning also, right? So front and back, right? You could able to change your manually, right? I'm not going to change it manually. If you just want to go to change your breadth of your window, you could able to choose it. Now I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to add 2 more window, my front wall. I'm just, this is not my doorway. I'm just going to go with it. That is what my doorway. And daylight plan பண்றதுக்கு this is what a good idea, right? Daylight construction or civil building construction முன்னாடிக்கு we need to go with it different types of windows. I'm just going to allow maximum sunlight allowance, right? So totally around this much windows have been created. Now and just go with that door. So what I'm just going to plan here, I'm just going to create one more door here, this room door. Totally we need 3 door. So we'll have one more check. So you can have that different types of door mechanisms will also available. This is called a standard door. I'm just going to bring it outside. I'm just click it here. This is what my main door. You could able to change the dimension also. So you could able to change this width of door. I'm just going default of 5. I'm just going to change it to 3. Now this is what my door, 3 meter, right? And then you could able to create 2 more door for this 2 individual room, and just go with the different types of door, and just go with that arched window, right? So this is what my one more door. Now this one more door. You could able to change this height, right? 2 meter. I'm just going to create 3 meter, and I'm just going to down it actually. Yes, door on the ceiling ki mela poiduchu. You're just going to change it into about 2 meter. Now I'm just going to change width and frame width, and maybe a sill height, so 0.5. You could able to down it, so 0.1. So ground floor ki equal and 2.5. So this is one more door, and we are just going to create one more door here. So for this one more building, right? I could able to create this window over here. Now I'm just going to create a ground plane 0.3, and I'm just going to increase the width of this room, door 2.3. Okay, actually 2 door is now coming. So 2 door and the main door, right? So main door, this is what my main door. You could able to replace building opening type. Could able to change your door side also. Could able to change it also. you could able to change this door thing also, right? So this is what a bigger size. I'm just going to change it around 4 meter. You could able to change this dimension also. Height will be 2.7. Yes. Now your home is now ready. See, in hereafter you could also act as a civil engineers also, right? So with the help of this tutorial. So this is what main door. So you could able to reduce the width of this maximum 4. Okay? So 3.5 I'm just giving. Maybe 3 it should be good, I guess. Right? So 3.2.7 I'm just giving. Now it's look like somewhat good. So this is what my door and windows and these things is now civil building is now ready. Now we can go with that textures, right? So for that purpose, we are just going go with that ceilings, right? So if I just go with that ceiling, you can have the different types of ceiling, rooftops, right? So default it's now closed path irukku. So you could have that closed path ceiling. You could see closed path. Now you could have that different types of ceiling, right? So you can have that this type and half hip roof and hill roof. I'm just go with it automatically placed. We just can go with it half roof. Now our building half will be look like this. I'm just going to change this height. I'm just going to moving. You could able to have that different types of ceiling in our home. Not issue. I'm just bringing this. It's not coming outside. 1 second. I'm just bring it outside. Yes, I could able to change this. Yes, my ceiling is coming, but it's not exactly coming. So I'm just going to place it normal ceiling, right? So 1 second. Something is changed, right? Something is mismatched. Something is went wrong. Something missed actually. Window is now missed somewhere. Something is missed. Yes, ஏதோ something பார்த்தீங்கன்னா crack ஆகிற மாதிரி தெரியுது இல்லையா? So I'm just going to undo பண்றேன். 1 second. Something went wrong, I guess. Okay, anyway, so something went wrong with that windows, right? So the door. Yes, it's now coming. So I'm just going to place a rooftop. 1 second. Right, okay. And now we are just going to plan about our Texas colors, right? So if you're just going to change your room color, you could able to choose your building colors, right? Now I'm just going to choose different colors. You could have that your building color, it will be different shapes. You could able to choose your different building color. This is called my Texas. And select. Your building is now changed into like it look like some police station, right? It's not my home. It's look like police station, right? Anyway, you could able to choose your own building, right? I'm just going to replace with opening type. It will be around like this. Something missed actually. Something is Texas is now blurring, right? So something has happened, right? Okay. Now I'm just going to go with it. You could able to choose your different ceiling colors also, right? You could able to go with the different colors, and if you wanted just more furniture, you could able to do. So for example, I'm just going to place a furniture around this building. So something is missed. That's why I'm just confused about this is a blurring. Something is missed, I guess. So anyway, I'm just going to create a look like this, right? இந்த மாதிரி create பண்ணுங்க. So I'm just going to create a new project. பண்ணாதான் இந்த blurring போகும். So அதுக்காக நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா என்னுடைய பழைய பில்டிங் நான் ஓப்பன் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். 1 செகண்ட். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் பில்டிங் எப்படி கிரியேட் பண்ண தெரிஞ்சிச்சு இல்லையா? இனிமேல் ஜஸ்ட் கன்ஃபார்மிங் பில்டிங் எப்படி கிரியேட் பண்ணுறது உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா இருக்கா? ரைட். ஸோ திஸ் அ வே ஆஃப் கிரியேட்டிங் பில்டிங்ஸ். Right, I'm just going to create my previous building which I have just created earlier because texture is missing here. Texture is missing also. This is why we last time I just planned what could I say, created my previous thing. Right, this is a way we are just going to create a building in our home, right? So once you just created our civil building, now you're just going to go with that lighting system. How we are just going to bring lighting system inside from some rooms, right? So I'm just having 4 rooms. Now I'm just going to click types of rooms, right? Site and clicking some rooms. Right, I'm just going to click rooms. So totally, if you're just going to have the different types of rooms, now I'm just going to click uh, different lighting rooms. So I'm just going to create lighting in this room, right? Particularly this room, how I'm just going to planning a lighting systems, right? Now I'm just going to remove this light. Yes, I'm just going to remove this light, and I'm just going to give you that exact meaning, right? So I'm just going to delete it 1 second. Now I'm just going to planning for this room, right? So I'm just going to delete every light, then you could able to have that exact meaning how the lighting system is going to be creating. Now just on the lighting click panning now theriyum, right? How much intensity is now going to the entire room, and then you could able to easily track and finishing your lights. I'm just going to delete every lights. I'm just going to zoom in. It will be easy to track that lights. Delete, delete, delete. So every light I'm just deleting. Delete. So once you just you have finished your lighting system, then here one more light, I guess. Your light irukku. Yes, every light is now deleted. Now we are just go with that some furniture, and we are just going to go with that lighting system. It's very easy. I'm just going to bring a furniture. How we are just going to bring a furniture? Let's go with the construction again. Right, so I'm just going to go with the objects here we'll have that objects, click object and select. You'll have different types of objects you can have here, and just double click it, so you can have home furniture and just track what are the different types of varieties of furniture is available. So you can go with that bed, right? So you could choose your different types of thing. Now I'm just going to bring this bed and apply, click OK, and then just bring it your bed over here. Just click and drag into this particular room. Now till the bed is now coming. Now I'm just going to change it into 2D diagram. It will be very easy to locate your bed, right? So I'm just going to navigate this bed size. Maybe you could able to increase bed size and these things, right? You could able to bed, you could able to rotate itself. Here you could have the 3 icons over here. You could able to rotate your bed also. Now I'm just going to rotate it, so you could able to rotate your bed position also. I'm just going to bring this bit, and I could able to move it over here, and I could able to move it. So you could able to fix somewhere here. So now I'm just going to bring it one more bit. Now you could able to rotate by using this icon, right? And you could able to place it. If you're just going to move it, you're just going to go with one more icon that is called a plus icon. That's plus. So totally I'm just bringing it to bit, and I will go with it some draw and draw table. Yes, I'm just going to bring it some home furniture. Then it will be easy to understood, right? How the actually how this things will be now coming to you, right? So now I'm just going to bring some drawer. Yes, I'm just going to bring it to draw something, and you could able to place it here. Now you could go with it different types of furnitures. I'm just going to bring some working table. Just click and drag. It's very easy to bring it. And wheelchairs. Whatever you require, you could just bring it this here, right? So inside your living room. and one more laptop table, and one more sofa or a wheeling chair. So last one, I'm just going to looking for a small sofa. Right. So we could able to rearrange it somewhere here. Now I'm just going to rearrange it. You could able to zoom it also. Now you could able to rotate. Now you could able to change this position also. Now I'm just going to change this sofa size. Now I could able to somewhere here entrance and I'm just going to bring this chair somewhere here. Now the working table is front of my sofa, and I'm just going to bring it this small chair over here, and I'm just going to bring in this rolling chair here. I'm just going to bring in this also. Right now you could go with that 3D model. Now you could say I'm just going to go with that my 3D model in my room. Yes, it's not moving, but you can go with it. Now I'm just going to changing this coordination. Now you could able to go with it. Now you could choose this coordination, then you could easily track your home here. Yes, now you could see. So these are the furnitures I have just bring it over here. So to just location mari irukku, you could able to rotate it. You could have the X, Y, Z axis, you could able to rotate it. So which position chair lam pathina wall side la irukku. I'm just going to bring it this rotation, right? X axis rotate panappo, that is called my blue color. That is called my blue color rotation. That is called X axis. So this is why this one, come on, this rotation, green, blue it's needed, right? So you could able to change this chart that is direction, and you could able to bring it front to back. So working table, now you'll have a sofa. You can just go and rotate to blue color axis for the purpose of x-axis rotation. Now you could able to change it rotation, and you could able to bring it outside. So என்னோட வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா? நெட்வொர்க் ஸ்டேபிளா இல்ல, கட் ஆயிடுச்சுப்பா. Anyone just confirm me?
சார் கேக்குது சார்.
ஓகே Srinivasan, thank you. நெட்வொர்க் டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. நான் என்னுடைய ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியுதுங்களா? தட் இஸ் கால் டயலக்ஸ் ஓட ஹோம் ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியுதா? எஸ், எனிவன்? பிரசன்ட் ஆகுதா? ஸ்க்ரீன் பிரசன்ட் ஆகுதா? எஸ், மேக் ஷூர் தட் எனிவன் ஜஸ்ட் கன்ஃபார்ம். Srinivasan அகைன் கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுங்க. என்னுடைய டயலக்ஸ் ரூம் 1 தெரியுதா? ரூம் 1.
சார் தெரியுது சார், தெரியுது சார்.
Okay, maybe network and stable. Now I'm just going to planning about my lighting system. This is what exactly we are looking for, right? So today, so our topic is that it's not designing of a room. We are just going to focus on lighting system. So this is what exactly our design, right? So our job, right, as an energy audit people, right? So by clicking this light, the DIALUX oda software main purpose pathina civil building build பண்றது இல்லப்பா, lighting managementல தான், right? So these are the basic things. For lighting எனக்கு வேணும்னா civil building கண்டிப்பா வேணும், right? So for that purpose I got shown this type of building. Now I'm just going to go with that light. Just click simply light icon over here. Now the lighting system will be coming here. Now in number of companies will be there: Philips, Bajaj, Ostrom, Manihundan, right? So in number of around 1,000 companies are there, given their original catalog to this DIALUX software. You could able to plug in over here and you could able to access every product from that every company. Now I'm just only focus on Philips company. Now we'll go with the different types of Philips lights. This is my living room, that is my bedroom. So how I'm just going to planning my lighting system and what are the different lights is required and how many lights is required. This is the exact question, because each and every light it has own electrical power consumption rate: 50 watts, 46 watts, right? So this is the area we already know, right? So 12 meter, 10 meter width, 12 meter and 10 meter width, 12 meter length, 10 meter width, right? So in the area around 200 meter square area, square meter, right? So in இவ்வளோ ஏரியாவுக்கு எவ்வளவு லைட் தேவைப்படும்? This is what exactly we should, as a lighting management engineer, we should know how many light is required. இதை எப்படி நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது, right? So now we could easily identify, right? So இது எல்லா ரூமுக்கும் வந்து 200 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் ஏரியாவுக்கு எனக்கு லைட் எனர்ஜி தேவையில்லை. ஸோ ஹியூமன் பாருங்கன்னா இங்கே ஒர்க் பண்ற ஏரியா அண்ட் லைங் பெட் அண்ட் ஒர்க்கிங் ஏரியா, இங்க மட்டும் எனக்கு லைட்டிங் எனர்ஜி இருந்தால் போதும். இந்த கார்னர்ல எனக்கு அதிகம் தேவையில்லை. பட் எனக்கு அவுட்புட் வேணும், not exactly high output. So அப்படிங்கிறப்ப எனக்கு எவ்வளோ, how many lights is not, how many light is efficiently needed. We'll go with a different, initially we'll just go with a tube light and ceiling mounted. We'll go with a, I'm just already had a data, that's why I'm just going to go with the different types of lighting system and go with that indoor and go with that room lighting, that is called family code or luminary category. I'm just going to go with lamp category. We'll have different types of category and go with that. So what are the different lights for living room available? So இங்க பாருங்க Philipsல மட்டும் எவ்வளவு லைட்ஸ் வச்சிருக்காங்க. I'm just go with that fluorescent LED 3000 lumens per watts, right? So I'm just go with that fluorescent light, right? I'm just going to go with it. Now we'll have adala paranga evlo models irukku, 58 watts, 36 watts, right? So once clicking this small thing, definitely you will have that preview over here. Now your lighting preview will be coming here. So you could see light preview kila kamikudungla, right? So if you're just going to choose your two lights, yeah, I'm just going to go with the two types of lights. So oru fixture la rendu light irukku pathina, inga paranga TMX204 2 into 50 watts. It shows that rendu light irukum, right? See, two lamps will be here. You could able to choose your different lighting system. I am just go with it 4 lighting system. Totally 4 bulbs இருக்கு. 4 into 36 watts. 4 lamps ஒரே fixture இருக்கு. ஒரு fixtureல 4 lamps, so each lamp is now consist of 36 watts. So இதோட maximum பாத்தீங்கன்னா 13,400 looms maximum, right? So power பாத்தீங்கன்னா 144 watts, right? So இது என்ன 4 இருக்கு இல்லையா, 4 36 watts இருக்கு இல்லையா, 4 bulbs. You could use two lamps, 4 lamps. Now I'm just going to go with it 4 lamps. Just click add and close. That's all. Now 4 lamps is coming. I am just click and drag. That's all. எங்க உங்களுக்கு தேவை அந்த ரூமுக்கு கொண்டுட்டு வாங்க. Just now click. See, now we will have that lumens. How many lights is required? Definitely பாத்தீங்கன்னா light வந்துட்டு enough இல்ல, right? So we could able to navigate your lighting system, right? So with the help of this moving icon, just click this move and just click. You could able to change this location of your light. You could see now இந்த இடத்துல எனக்கு கண்டிப்பா லைட் எனர்ஜி அந்த அளவுக்கு தேவையில்ல, நான் தூங்க தான் போறேன், ரைட்? ஐ அம் கோயிங் டு கோ வித் மை ஒர்க்கிங் ஏரியா. திஸ் வாட் மை பெட், திஸ் வாட் மை ஒர்க்கிங் ஏரியா, தட் இஸ் சோஃபா. நவ் வில் ஹேவ் தட் ஒர்க்கிங் ஏரியா. ஸோ டெஃபினட்டா இப்போ இந்த 200 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் ஏரியாவுக்கு எனக்கு இது ஒரு லைட் கண்டிப்பா போதாது. ஐ அம் ஜஸ்ட் கோ வித் இட், பிரிங் ஒன் மோர் லைட் ஓவர் ஹியர். ஜஸ்ட் கிளிக் அண்ட் ட்ராக். நவ் ஐ அம் ஜஸ்ட் பிரிங்கிங் ஒன் மோர் லைட் ஓவர் ஹியர், ரைட்? சி, ஸோ எனக்கு எங்க லைட் தேவைப்படாது. ஜஸ்ட் கிளிக் அண்ட் ட்ராக் ஓவர் ஹியர் அண்ட் ஜஸ்ட் பிளேஸ் இட். ஸோ நவ் 2 lights is coming. Right, 2 lights is now here, and bring we could able to change this direction also. We could able to change this pathina or 90 degree 40 degree irukku. You could able to change this rotation. I'm just going to bring 0 degree. Now our light is now changing into 0 degree and 50 degree and 50 degree. So maybe 25 and 20 degree. You could able to change this rotation, right? You could able to change this light rotation. You could able to change it, right? So you could able to around 22 vechikalam. It will be now somewhat it will be in a vertical mode, right? Horizontal mode. You could able to change this rotation also. right? In the same way, this light also 25. Now definitely it's definitely 4 light it more than enough, because இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஏரியா கவர் ஆயிடுச்சு, இந்த லைட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இவ்வளவுதான் கவர் ஆயிருக்கு, right? So remaining up 2 lights எனக்கு இந்த கார்னர்லயே வேணும். I'm just going to bring it 2 more lights over here. So one more light, 25 degree. You could able to what could I say? You could able to increase that position, length of maybe ground floor la irundhu evlo light ni height la fix panna poradhu, that fixes position. You could able to change with the help of changing this position, x y z position. You could able to change this height of this light fixture according to, could also change, right? I'm just going to bring it this light. You could able to rotate also. You could able to manually rotate. I'm just going to bring it somewhat light. You could able to bring it in a horizontal manner. It will be now one more light. Otherwise நீங்க இங்க இருந்து கிளிக் பண்ணி drag பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு வரலாம். otherwise copy paste பண்ண முடியும். Simply copy, control C and control V. It is also possible, right? So both are easy. Control C or control V, it also possible. Now 4 light is now placed in my working area. Sorry, in my bedroom 4 lights is now there, right? You could see 4 lights. Now we'll have that ceiling mounted also. We could able to give ceiling light also. Now I have a ceiling light also, right? I'm just going to already have that ceiling lights in my history, right? So these are my ceiling mounted. I'm just going to bring it ceiling lights over here also, ceiling position lights. I'm just going to bring it to, and then ceiling light. You could see ceiling wall mounted, right? So you could see that two wall mounted. I'm just going to bring it. I'm just going to move it somewhere here, right? Center of the position of this my room. Right. So totally now 6 lights is now in my home, in my that small working area. You could able to move the center of these 2 lights. Okay, totally 6 lights. Now we could able to have that lighting calculations. Once we just finished your lighting system, then you could able to have that lighting solutions. Just click on lighting here. We'll have that light scenes over here under this light icon. Just light click panikonga, and then you have that light scenes over here. Just click, or maybe adukku munadi if you have just placed around 6 lights in this room, you could able to automatically arrange based upon this, like where we just last class we have a street light pathway that is optimized all variants, right? The same way you could have that automatic arrangements for spaces. Once you just click down, right, it will be automatically somewhere it's going to calculate. In this particular room I have clicked it. So இப்போ இந்த ரூமுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுது, இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா கால்குலேட் பண்ணது எவ்வளவு லைட்ஸ் தேவைப்பட்டிருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. ஸோ 5, 10, 25 லைட்ஸ் தேவைப்படுன்னு அது கால்குலேட் பண்ணி சொல்லுது. எனக்கு அவ்வளோ லைட்ஸ் தேவையில்லை, பட் அது அப்படி சொல்லியிருக்கு 25 லைட்ஸ் இருந்தால் ஃபுல் பிரைட்னஸ்ல இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு அது காமிக்குது அந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர். பட் இவ்வளோ லைட் நம்ம இந்த லிவிங் ரூமுக்கு தேவைப்படல. இட் இஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி மேபி இட் வில் பி ரெக்வயர்ட், பட் இன் மை லிவிங் ரூம் இட்ஸ் நாட் ரெக்வயர்ட். ஸோ ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கண்ட்ரோல் இஸ் இட், right? So place your individual, and based upon draw line you could able to do it. So by I'm just going to use this draw line. In this room I'm just going to draw a circular line. You could able to fix your lights in the way of draw. If you just manually individual light place pannom, if you just want to place this circular manner, you could able to draw circular mode, and you could able to place it in according this one. Now you could able to draw I'm just going to place it my z axis மாத்த போறேன். So vertical இருக்கு. I'm just going to change into vertical mode. Right, so I'm just going to go with it. So this is what a circular formula நான் லைட் ஃப்ரேம் பண்ண முடியும். உங்களுக்கு எந்த பொசிஷன்ல லைட்ஸ் எனக்கு வேணுமோ நாங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம இண்டிவிஜுவலா பிளேஸ் பண்ணோம். Here also you could able to place your lights in a circular manner in our home. Right, I'm just placing in a circular manner. So 4 lights இருக்கு circular mode. Now you could see circular mode இருக்கு. You could able to adjust this position, right? So we could able to change this radius position 2 meter இருக்கு. So around 5 meter I'm bring it outside. So radius pathina the circle radius is now changing into 5 meters. So I'm just going to bring it 4 meters, maybe 3 meters is more than enough. 3.2. Yes, so you could able to adjust this position of your lighting system also, right? I'm just going to rotate. So pathina building half size half height la irukku. You could able to change this height also. right? I'm just going to bring it somewhat in a height manner. Mounting type, you could able to change your mounting type. Suspension height will be around 0 meter. You could able to change it your height. Light center of light 1 meter. You could able to increase your height of that meter also. Now entire ceiling light pathina around உங்களுடைய பொசிஷனுக்கு மேல 1.2 மீட்டர் வச்சுக்கலாம். 2 மீட்டர்னா more than its right hands, right? So it will be somewhat height of that building. Now you could have that two room buildingல light fix பண்ணியாச்சு. One is now individual luminaries நான் fix பண்ணிருக்கேன், and this is my circular mode. So if you are just going to go with a triangular mode, you could able to draw a triangular line. Automatically the light is going to be placed in this triangular mode. It will be very easiest one. Now we are just going to calculate that flux lines, right? It's the most important thing. So lighting fix பண்றதோட important கிடையாது, and the lumens calculation particular room. I'm just going to go with that lighting scene. That is called light scene. Just click light scene. You will have that light scene over here in my bottom of this software. You could totally pathina 11 lights we have chosen, right? So 11 lights totally entire in these two rooms can எவ்வளவு luminaries we have fixed around. இங்க ஒரு 5, இங்க ஒரு 6, totally 11 luminaries we have selected. And we are just going to go with it how the lighting system is going to be switched on, right? So click on this 11 light scenes. I'm just going to go with it. Clear sky, average sky, உங்களுடைய environment வச்சு தான் lighting system is going to be working. So ஃபுல்லா வெளியில டார்க்கா இருந்துச்சுன்னா ரூம்குள்ள ஃபுல் பிரைட்னஸ்ல இருக்கும், ரைட்? வெளியில ஃபுல் பிரைட்னஸ்ல இருக்குன்னா உள்ள எனக்கு பிரைட்னஸ் இருக்கும், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா நம்ம குறைச்சிக்கலாம். நான் am just go with it average lighting system, or maybe I'm just going to go with it to overcast, or maybe you are just going to do no daylight. So you could have that different lighting scene. Once it's finished, then you can go for a lighting calculation, right? I'm just going to click lighting calculation over here, right? So by just clicking this icon, right? So you could see light scenes once we are just chosen. So about our environmental condition, then go with it next spaces, right? So it will show you that how many flux lines is going and in around that your particular room. So I'm just going to have that 5 rooms. So you could have that section, right? So எந்த ரூம்ல உங்களுக்கு லைட்டிங் நீங்க கால்குலேட் பண்ண போறீங்க, right? I'm just going to click this room, and you will just going to go with that lighting space calculations. Right, now we just go with it lighting screen and go with it continue calculation. Just here see continue calculation over here. Just click and it will be start calculating your lighting system. It's now it's calculated, right? See this particular room is now calculated. You could see lighting pathina. One second, I'm just going to show you that exact lighting calculations over here. Yes, in this room absolute results available in rectangles required, right? So we need to go that rectangle line. Since right side we are just going that room and how it's going to be getting created. No daylight, just changing. Yes, now just zoom பண்ணி பாருங்க உங்க லைட்டிங் எந்த இடத்துல பிரைட்னஸ் அதிகமா இருக்கு you could able to find out. அப்ப எனக்கு சென்டர் ஆஃப் த ரூம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸே கிடைக்கல, ரைட்? ஸோ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் இந்த லைட் நான் ஆன் பண்ணணும். அப்போ இந்த 2 லைட்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் ஆன்ல இருக்கு. now I'm just going to switch on this light. ஸோ இப்போ உங்களுக்கு have that எல்லா லைட்டுமே இப்போ ஆன்ல இருக்கு. ஸோ now I'm just able to calculate. ஸோ எல்லா லைட்டும் ஆன்ல இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஸோ எல்லா லைட்டும் ஆன்ல தான் இருக்கு. now I'm just going to calculate my lighting system, right? I'm just going to create spaces. It's now getting calculated. Somewhat it gets busy. Yes, it's now getting clear. Yes, yes, it's now create a duplicate line, create line for room space. Yes, it's getting calculated. So every light is now on, right? So you could see that the yellow color line shows that the flux lumens distribution areas, and we are just going to calculate and enter all project scenes. I'm just going to start calculation. Just click simply light calculation is getting this. It's now it's going to calculate your light and lumens distributions, right? It's getting some time because algorithm is need to solve now, right? So the room with the calculate பண்ணனும். Each and every light எவ்வளவு டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல நம்ம பிளேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம் எல்லாம் மீட்டர்ல தான் இருக்கு. So everything is going to be getting calculated here, right? So calculating indirect calculation. Let's see lights நம்ம என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கோம், no daylight. அப்போனா வெளியில ஃபுல்லா ரூம்க்கு வெளியில ஃபுல்லா டார்க்கா இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம், right? It's night time. And directed lighting per calculation, pre calculations எல்லாமே கால்குலேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. நம்ம என்ன daylight கொடுத்துருக்கோம். ஸோ டியூரிங் daylight, ஸோ இந்த சென்ஸ் நோ daylight. ஸோ அப்போனா வெளியில என்விரான்மெண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபுல்லாக டார்க். இட்ஸ் லைக் நைட் டைம். ஸோ டூரிங் நைட் டைம் we are just calculating. It's now getting calculation. It will take some time based upon my computer process, right? It will be taking some time. It will be maximum 2 minutes to 3 minutes to calculate பண்ணிடும். It's getting calculation. Virtual surface is creating. So it's like a powerful software, I guess, right? Right, it's now daylighting, frequency is coming. So we have chosen two light scenes, right? One is a daylight, one is average daylight. That's why it's calculating. And this is the right time. It's now calculating by a daylight factor. So this will give you that numerical number, how the flux is now distributing around this room. And this is why it's calculating. And direct lighting is coming. இதே மாதிரி நீங்க ஒவ்வொரு ரூமுக்கும் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில பாத்தீங்கன்னா வில் ஹாவ் எ நம்பர் ஆஃப் ரூப் டாப்ஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு செக்ஷன் இருக்கும். அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் செக்ஷன், ரா மெட்டீரியல் ஹேண்ட்லிங், டிஸ்பேச், குவாலிட்டி செக்கிங். ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு ரூம்லயும் வி நீட் டு ஹேவ் தட் லைட்டிங் சிஸ்டம். ப்ரொஃபஷனல் லைட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ நம்ம சிம்பிளா ரேண்டமா ட்ரா பண்ணா இட் வில் பி வெரி ஈஸி. பட் ப்ரொஃபஷனலி வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கால்குலேட் லைட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் இன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரினா இட் வில் பி லுக் லைக் திஸ் பை யூசிங் திஸ் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ். Again, light scene is 5 is coming. Actually, we have checked about 2 lighting system, but it's now calculating lighting session 3 and 4. So 11 o'clock. So 2 minutes wait பண்ணலாம். 2 minutes, please. So light scene நான் எத்தனை சூஸ் பண்ண தெரியல. So 2 தான் சூஸ் பண்ண ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. பட் 5 light scenes எல்லாமே எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கு. டோட்டல் எல்லாமே எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ டோட்டல் ப்ராசஸ் இவ்வளோ தான் இருக்கு. கம்ப்ளீட் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க ஒரு 2 minutes. நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கலாம். 1 minute. It's getting completed. Yes, come on fast. Almost 90% calculations has been done. Is 95. Yes, now we'll have that calculation. Now you could see, right? Anyone just confirm me? Everything is done. See?
Yes, sir.
Yes. நான் என்னோட லைட்டிங் எங்கெங்க வச்சிருக்கணும் அந்த இடத்துல ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இந்த கார்னர்ல எனக்கு லைட் எனர்ஜி தேவையில்லை. பிகாஸ் we are not going to access this corner places, right? Now you could see working class பாருங்க 750 flux lines and factors பார்த்துக்கோங்க. So this is a way of fixing what could I say, professional lighting system, right? So நான் இந்த ஒரு ரூம் மட்டும் தான் சூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன், right? See, this is a top view. It's நான் ஒரு ரூம் மட்டும் தான் சூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன், அதனால எனக்கு இப்படி வந்திருக்கு. Now if you're having different types of rooms, now you can go with it. If easier on the top view easy, I could easily track it, right? So எங்க எனக்கு எனர்ஜி தேவையில்லை because of this corner of this room, right? So எனக்கு எங்க ஒர்க்கிங் பிளேஸ் நான் சோஃபா எங்க போட்டிருக்கேன், அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டர் டேபிள் எங்க இருக்கு, and அங்க மட்டும் தான் we are just going to go with it, right? So this is exactly we are just going to discuss, right? So this is a way of just creating a lighting system in industry and how we are just going to lighting management, right? I hope you maybe enjoyed and you maybe have that some graphical view and what could I say? It will be somewhat good method, right? So for maintaining lighting system. So next class we'll meet with the cogeneration and the lighting that is called power factor correction, right? So hereafter I'm just not going to go with this DIALUX, but you people go and have that idea and draw your different building structure and lighting, choose different lighting. You could able to draw one more floor over this building and you can have that focus light, gardening and car parking, bike parking. You could have that different innovation idea. You can go with it. You can create your own building and lighting system. Focus light, street light, gardening system. So you could choose your different types of lighting system over here, right? So that I'm just going to paste it. I'm just going to give you that overall interest மட்டும் தான் கொடுக்க முடியும். நான் எல்லாமே சொல்லி தர முடியாது. கார் எப்படி கார் வாங்குறது, எல்லாமே இங்கேயே இருக்கு. ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல போய் நீங்க எல்லாமே எடுத்துக்கலாம், right? So you can have your innovation ideas over here, right? And then just calculate everything lighting system. So thanks for joining and thanks for listening. And next class we will meet, right? Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.